Hello Quilt Artisans, my name is Shonda and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. So I'm here with an unboxing. I just got my Sew Stampler. I don't know where that shadow is coming from. I don't know, maybe it's just, and forgive the shades, I just went to the mailbox to get this, and of course these transition, so eventually they will turn back to regular glasses, but it just seems really dark in here for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and unbox. Still loving this little thing that came in the, I don't know if it was last month or the month before. Still love this little thing. Still love it. Actually would like to have a second one. I'd like to have one to keep in the kitchen upstairs and then one for my sewing room. So I think I might get another one of these. Alright, so it says, Sew Sampler, it says Scenic Route, March 2023. So this description, I know the price just increased. I'll put all of the information down in the description. It used to be $24.95 from inception until just recently. They just recently had their first price increase ever, and I believe it went up $3 to $27.95, I believe. So this month we have a coupon. Buy one jelly roll, get one half off. There's always a coupon on the back of this. Sometimes there's more than one coupon on the back. Sometimes they give us a couple. Sometimes it's a free code. What do we have going on in here? Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, so we have this, a pin magnet. Oh, I'll be using this. I tried the wrist one where you slap on your wrist. I did not like that. This has a suction cup on the back of it. You attach it to your machine, not your arm. You attach it to your machine, and then you can put your pins on it. I think I'm going to like this. We'll see. I'm going to use it and see if I like it, but I might like this because right now, as I'm unpinning, the pins just kind of go on the bed of my sewing machine because I always forget to have a pin cushion over there. So the pins just end up on the bed of my sewing machine, and then when I'm done, I'll go get the magnetic pin cushion and pick all the pins up that way. So it's going to be interesting to try this. I'm excited about this. I'd never heard of this. And it's shaped like a little cat, which is cute. This is a self-erase marker. I like these, also known as an air erasable marker, I would guess, right? Markings disappear automatically after 1 to 7 days. Okay. After marking, if it needs to be heated, ironed, treat with clean water to prevent discoloration. So I'm curious about this because the air erasable marker that I have is kind of garbage. This is the Clover one. But, oh no, this is not. This is not. That's the wrong one. That's a different kind of pen. It looks just like that. It's purple, it's by Clover, and it's an air erasable marker. Now, when I mark on that, my markings disappear within an hour, usually. Like, I was marking, when I was doing one of my quilts that had a pieced back, and I was trying to make registration marks on the batting so that I could line the quilt top up properly. And they were just disappearing like so quickly. Like I had to move so quickly to get it done. So no way I got 1 to 7 days. Mine lasted hours. So let's get a scrap because I just want to see how this sucker works. So while I'm here, while I'm talking, I'm just going to see if these lines disappear. And I really want to find the Clover one now so I can compare it. Is it this one? That's the water erasable marker. This is bothering me. Here we go. It's this one. It's the sew line. I take it back. It's the sew line. Now on here, like, I can already see this disappearing. So let's see. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Set it aside, and I want to see what happens. Because even if I could get a couple hours, I just hit the microphone. I don't know if y'all heard that, but even if I can get it something that lasts a couple hours, that would really be helpful to me. That would be a helpful tool to me. But if it only lasts, like if it's literally disappearing within 15 minutes, and it doesn't help me very much at all. Okay. There's a lot in here this month. Okay, this is the Cut Right Bind Up. The fast and easy way to finish your binding with perfect mitered seams. Now, I don't know if you guys get the Open Gate Quilt subscription box, but we got a tool last month to help with mitered corners as well. So this is interesting. How does this work? Okay, well, I'm definitely going to try this the next time I bind and see if I get better results. My binding is always kind of trash. So it's supposed to help us get better bindings and cleaner mitered corners. We also have on here a quilt strap carrier. If you're binding on the go or simply headed out for a picnic, don't forget the quilt strap carrier to safely secure your quilts while on the move. To use, fold and roll up your quilt. Simply slip the quilt strap carrier loops over both ends of your quilt and pull to tighten. I've never taken a quilt on the go, but yeah, I can see how that, yeah. You just roll the quilt up. I guess you put one rolled in here and pull it until it's tight. And then you do the same thing on this side. I don't know that I'll ever use this. I'll have to find something creative to use it for, because I don't take my quilts on the go. Okay. Sheesh. We have our block 12 from our sew along. Show you guys what block 12 looks like without giving anything away. I'm struggling. So this is what block 12 looks like. This is the last block, so next month we will get a they'll start something anew. And then we also have in here this setting instructions. So this is how the quilt is going to be set. Block 1, 2, 3, 4, block 12, block 5. So these are the setting instructions. And I believe all the blocks are 10.5 inches, so you could use this with any 10.5 inch block, which is kind of why I do like the setting instructions. So for the last sew along, I didn't keep any of the cards because I knew I was never going to do the sew along, but I kept the finishing instructions because you can use them for any of your orphan blocks. So you got orphan blocks that are all different sizes. You can add like borders around them to make them 10.5 inches, and then use, or whatever size is required for the setting, the finishing instruction, the finishing pattern that you're using, and you can just make all your blocks that same size and then use that finishing pattern. I think this is a pretty interesting one here. I like this. We'll give you a better look at it. So this is how the quilt will be finished. Pretty neat. So we have a booklet for that. And then our pattern this month is this Easy Street. So we have a 20-piece jelly roll, so a junior jelly roll, so half a jelly roll. So jelly rolls these days are going for $40 to $50. So this is a $20 to $25 value, which is the price of the entire box. Just about, right? So The value is definitely here for me. I like this box. I was not familiar with this line. I have not been watching a lot of Fat Quarter Shop lately. A lot of times I would watch when they would do their previews, their sneak previews of lines coming up. I used to watch that pretty often, but I haven't had as much time to do that lately. But so I had not seen this line. I do like it though. This is nice. I like this. This is very what's the word I'm looking for? This is very much Sherry and Chelsea. I like the colors in here. I like the different prints. I like this crosshatch print here, the florals. I like this large dot, especially like this blue on blue one. I like this. This is fun. This is fun. It is Simply Delightful by Sherry and Chelsea. So we have a 20-piece jelly roll. We have the pattern Easy Street. We have enough strips to make this pattern, 48.5 by 48.5. We would just need 7/8 yards of background, 1 1/8 yards of an accent, and 5/8 yards of a binding. This would make a nice crib quilt. Looks like it goes together pretty easy. Yeah, it's easy construction, nice easy block. Looks way more complex than it is. And it looks like, and it tells you in the quilt that you have one extra block that you're not using that you can use in a pieced back or as a pillow, which I think is kind of neat. All right, so we got the jelly roll, we've got the pattern, we've got this quilt strap carrier. We've got this pin magnet. We got the Quilters Select self-erase marker. Markings disappear automatically after 1 to 14 days. Use eraser for immediate removal. So this does have an eraser. So that's kind of weird because this says markings disappear after 1 to 7 days, but the pin itself says 1 to 14. So that's something to keep in mind, I guess. We have the finishing instructions for our latest sew along, and we also got block 12 for that sew along. And we have this tool here, the Cut Right Bind Up, to help finish our binding. This is a really solid box. There's a lot in this box. I want to look at the, and then of course we have our coupon for buy one jelly roll, get one 50% off. I'm just curious about the value of this box. So this was a bonus $10 value. This was a bonus. This is 22. This is $8.50. So we're at $30 already. This is $6.25 or $6.24. And they valued the pattern at $9.98. And this is $9.98. And then this is a $10 bonus. So really the box is stacked this month, and that doesn't even include the sew along and the value of that finishing pattern. So solid box this month. Pretty happy. Now let's look at our things here. So it might depend on the fabric, because on this is the grunge that I used. I can barely see, I don't even know if you can see, I can barely see 2 lines. That's from the Quilter Select pen, and then I can even less see the squiggly line that I made here with the other sew line pen. I barely see it. This is a lighter fabric, so it's a little bit darker. But I do see that this is fading. This from the sew line is fading a bit more than the Quilter Select. So I'm going to give it a try the next time I need to use an air erasable marker or a self erase marker. I'm going to give it a shot because maybe these lines might last a little longer. So the erase function does work, but it looks like you have to use quite a bit quite a bit of it, but it did erase. Solid box, fat quarter shop. Well done. I'm pretty pleased. I'm really pleased with this month's box. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, I think they always do a good job. The value is always here, but the past 2 boxes have been like off the charts value-wise. 50. It's like twice. The value of the box is like twice what we paid. So again, pretty happy this month. So like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you on the next one.